Now, I am a massive Survivor fan. When I saw this assignment come up, this third assignment in the Stanford course, I just knew it was my time to shine. This was going to be my favourite. It's all about wildlife. We're out here in the jungle and the goal is to get really close to things in nature, do some macro photography, which means zooming right in close and taking some awesome pictures. So let's see what we can find out here in this jungle. Yes, so the goal of the episode, we're going to be looking at flowers, bugs, nature stuff, trees, anything. We're going to just stick our camera to max. I've got a camera that has a 135mm lens. So if you've ever wondered how close a 135mm lens is, I'm this far away. Watch this. Now that is some National Geographic action. So I'm out here in the wild, in the bush, getting at one with nature. It's one of the great things about New Zealand is just how ruckus it is, you know. We're only a few kilometres from the city and this is what we have to deal with. Every day to get to work I drift off through a pathway through this clearing and then basically bushwhack for 5k's, dodging, you know, various birds. So yeah, this is just to give you a bit of taste into what real New Zealand's like. So there's a saying in photography that if your photo's not good enough, then you're not close enough. And so that's what this exercise is all about. It's getting up close with nature, turning that zoom in to full and picking really small elements that take up the whole screen. Also helps you to notice details that you would have never seen before. Another thing I'm noticing as I'm going around shooting these photos is that the previous lessons of 1, take more photos, 2, over and underexposure are really helping now. Because I'm shooting all of these photos on manual, I'm able to tinker around with the ISO, the shutter speed and the exposure to start creating some cool effects. Things are going good. So I've been out here for a few hours now in the wild. It's getting dark, so we're going to go build a fort and try and survive a night in this wilderness before we return for shooting tomorrow. Hopefully tomorrow we'll start to get some really exotic flowers and animals. Haven't really seen any animals, to be honest. There's not a whole lot in New Zealand really, apart from at the zoo. Yeah, it's mainly going to be a flower episode. To be honest, this is the most I've ever looked at flowers. Alright, let's get to it.
As the sun sets on the first night here in Survivor, Chris has a decision to make. Where is he going to set up camp?
Okay, so update, we just built a shelter in this cave. Hopefully day 2 has a bit more in store for us. It's time to get some shut-eye. Hopefully nothing attacks me in this cave. Sweet. Oh, that is cool, isn't it? That is so cool. I just love Survivor. In all seriousness, by just spending time with the camera, walking around now as I'm shooting, just having a goal of getting really close to Mother Nature, I think you just get more confidence in trying to spot things. Another lesson that I picked up was from a YouTuber, and he said don't chimp. And what chimping means is going and then having a look and then having a look. I don't know why it's called chimping, but it's checking the screen in between each shot. So the goal is just to be glued to the camera so you don't miss the moment or the bug or whatever it is that you're shooting. So that's a little tip that I've been trying. I think some of these photos are awesome. It's been fun to practice that rule of getting closer and just to really try and isolate one subject. So I'll see you in the next video. I cannot wait for Survivor Season 2, which is currently being filmed now. It is just my favourite game show because you never know who's going to win. I'm going to go watch some Survivor actually.